Previously on Toontown Rewritten, we visited the evil little old man. We also helped a few toons of some cog buildings. We then visited Vidala Vavoon and helped her with her love life. And finally, we did the first few tasks in the Brrrgh. So let's get to it! Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Toontown Rewritten Beta. And in this episode, we're gonna do the last few tasks in the Brrrgh. But of course, Little Old Man will have his own episode, so stay tuned for that. Anyways, let's get to it. So for task 3, I'm gonna choose the Toboggan Ted task, so we can get a larger bag to carry more gags, which is really convenient. Now for task 4, we're gonna do the 50 Cogs task, so we can get drop frame animation 10. So we're gonna start off doing task 2, visiting Lounge Lassard. So apparently some Cogs came in and swiped his gear, so we're gonna have to get a microphone. And with my magic, I automatically did it. Now we need a keyboard, but unfortunately I don't have the footage, so we have to skip over it. And we're gonna have to do the same thing with the platform shoes. So now that we're back from doing all those tasks magically, we're now gonna get a 3-point laugh boost. Now we're gonna turn in task 1 for a reward, which is drop track animation frame 9. Our next reward is drop track animation frame 10. So now let's head on over to Toboggan or not Toboggan, so we can get that large bag. But right now we're gonna have to find the Toboggan, so let's go find it from the Cogs. So we got one from the micromanager, and nope, no bag. So now we're gonna have to head on over to Bumpy Noggins, which is on Slate Street. So it looks like his head hurts and he can't think straight. So we're gonna get some ice cubes for his head. So we got the ice cubes and he's feeling much better. But now we're gonna have to get the bag. So we're gonna go over to Simon Sam's and see what there is. So we're gonna have to do some buildings. So I'm joined here by Cappuccino, Kitty, and Jack Pie. And he just lured the cog, and he went into the sand trap. And now me and Cappuccino are gonna throw this awesome pie at him. And he's gone. So it looks like he likes us now, so we're gonna go over to the skiing clinic. And according to him, Sam is crazy. So before we get that bag, we have to defeat some more Cogs. So here we go. So we're back, and we're finally gonna get our bag. We can now carry 50 gags. Now for the next set of tasks, we're gonna choose Sweaty Pete's task. So we're gonna have to tell him to take a shower. For task 2, we're gonna go to Eddie the Yeti at Snowman's Land for a 1-point laugh boost. For task 3, we're gonna do 10 level 7 and up Cogs. And for task 4, we're gonna do 2 4 and up Lawbot buildings. So we're gonna start off with the first task. So we're gonna have to fix that leaky pipe. So we're gonna get a gear from a micromanager. And now that we're back, we're gonna have to get a rubber duck. Now that we have the rubber duck, we're gonna take over some buildings. So we're joined here by Joe's Toon, Sea Green Dog, and Poppy Sourburger. And I just lured that robber baron, and everyone else is gonna hit the robber baron. And one cog down. So now that we're back, he's gonna shower up, and he's got a 2-point laugh boost. So let's head on over to Snowman's Land. So we're gonna have to work hard for this 1-point laugh boost, but with magic, I already did it. So I've got 1-point laugh boost now. So now for task 3, we finally have our drop track animation 14. And for task 4, we got 2-point laugh boost. Now for task 1, we're gonna do 8 level 8 and up Cogs. For task 2, we're gonna do 20 tightwads. For task 3, I don't have myself getting the task, but our reward is drop track animation frame 12. And for task 4, we're gonna do 20 double talkers. Sorry again that I don't have the footage, so we're gonna have to skip them over. But how about I show you guys myself turning my toon into a black cat. So the first few times I tried making my cat a black cat, I totally failed since there's a lot of lag. and there's a problem with the effects coming up, such as the smoke when you turn into a black cat. So then I just turned into a black cat with some huge lag. So how about we turn in these tasks? So our reward for task 1 is drop track animation frame 15. Now our reward for task 2 is drop track animation frame 11. Now for task 4, our reward is drop track animation 13. And it looks like an admin has a message for us. For the last task of this episode, we're gonna do the Gus Goosebooger task for teleport access to the Brrrgh. So let's head on over to Affordable Goosebumps. So it looks like Grumpy Phil is still mad at Gus. So let's see what we're gonna have to do. We're gonna have to do some Cashbot buildings. So while I was in the Cashbot building, I also got my elephant trunk, with some help from Azali Mitz. So our next task we're gonna do is go over to Grumpy Phil and tell him to let it go. So we're at the frozen nose, and I guess he doesn't want to let it go. So he broke his tooth and we're gonna have to go get it fixed. So now that we're at the dentist, we're gonna have to wait a while. So we're gonna have to do some Sellbot Cogs. So I decided to do a Sellbot building. So a huge thanks to Aces for using his SOS card from Mozart. We're back once again, and now we're gonna have to find the gold tooth that the robber baron stole. So the robber baron actually stole my footage too. Anyways, we're gonna have to turn in that tooth to Phil. Now we're gonna head on over to Gus. So now that Phil has forgiven Gus, he actually made some pinecone bread, so we're gonna have to run it back to him. So now Phil has that pinecone bread, but Gus did something to it and broke his tooth. So it wasn't our fault, but now we have teleport access to the Brrrgh. So I hope you enjoyed this episode, and stay tuned for the Little Old Man grand finale in episode 16, where we finally complete the Brrrgh. Anyways, catch you next time. This week's question of the week is, what is your favorite thing about Toontown Rewritten? My favorite thing would probably have to be fighting Cogs with all of you guys, especially in group battles, such as the VP and CFO. Now comment down below what your favorite thing to do on Toontown Rewritten is. So this week's priorities of the week are Boo Boo, Galexiies, ToonyCraft, and LifeisWoof. Sorry if I said any of your names wrong, but anyways, if you missed episode 14, make sure to check it out by clicking the video right there. Anyways, have a toontastic day.